So, how do you turn engagement into sales? These are the key points. First, don't sell too aggressively. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook rely heavily on visuals, images, and videos, so it's not always the best place to pitch outright. We all know brands run ads and pitch constantly, and getting sold to is just part of social media now. As a business, balance between when you want to sell and when you don't. Even when you are selling, you want to come across as less salesy in your copy or messaging. Instead, focus on connecting with your audience by highlighting things like your brand's values, purpose, or mission, things that resonate with people. An example of not selling might be something like, hey, this shopping season, we've created a product that can help improve your life. That's still selling, but it frames the message around the consumer's pain points and positions the product as a solution rather than a hard sell. You want to sell sometimes, though, especially for discounts, holidays, etc. Some brands sell every day, but that can harm their brand reputation. It's up to you, but aim to be less sales focused overall. Another key point is offering incentives. Incentives can take many forms, and we've all seen an increase in this over the past 4 years, like remote work, better quality of life, or improved health insurance plans for employees. Think of what incentives you get from your employer, then flip that thinking toward your customers. What would you want from a company as a customer? Offering something for free is a great way to incentivize potential customers. It builds trust and gives them a chance to experience your product or service before committing. Know your competition. Your competitors aren't doing the same thing as you, but they are in the same industry with similar goals. Their content creation can inspire ideas or show you what's working. Remember, you don't have to post on social media every day. Missing one day a week won't harm your brand. For most small to medium-sized businesses, being relevant 3 to 5 times a week combined with paid ads is enough. So, paid ads are really where you're going to get the most reach and engagement. On the organic side, it's more about being consistent, responsive, and producing unique content with good storytelling. Brand partnerships and engagement are also key, as we've discussed. But when it comes to knowing your competition, think of it less like spying and more like listening or monitoring. You're staying informed, paying attention to the market, and looking at what kind of content your competitors are creating, how people are engaging with it, and what sales strategies and incentives they're running. In many ways, social media has evolved into a market research tool. Social media can serve a similar purpose to focus groups, offering real-time insights and awareness of what's happening with other companies. A good example is Amazon Prime Day, where other brands offer deals and discounts simultaneously. These event-based strategies are worth noting, and you can leverage similar ideas by keeping an eye on your competition. If customers are already aware of your brand, they've likely seen what your product looks like, and constantly showing them the same thing doesn't push them through the marketing funnel. Instead, they need to see how your product or service can change their lives, addressing pain points or offering new opportunities. This helps move them down the buyer journey while building trust, as you're adding value to their lives. Good social media monitoring can also help you see and share customer stories. This serves a dual purpose in marketing, acting as honest narrative advertising while making existing customers feel valued. Featuring customer stories or allowing customer influencer takeovers of your social media accounts is a great way to show how your product fits into the lives of the people you're trying to convert. Takeovers, if you're not familiar, involve letting an influencer, someone with a large following, control your social media account for a short time. How do you do this? You simply give them your account login credentials. You see this a lot on Instagram and sometimes on Facebook Live. YouTube is typically more collaborative, like with co-branded webinars, but the strategy is similar across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or X. You'd provide the influencer access to your account for, say, 24 hours, then change the password and email after. This is often agreed upon through a simple email or Google Doc, outlining the time frame, compensation, and the type of content the influencer will create. During their takeover, the influencer could create content, engage with your audience, and share the experience on their channels, providing a dual promotional effect. It also allows the influencer to feel part of your brand which can lead to unique storytelling opportunities. This strategy works well, and you can even allow your customers to take over. We've talked a bit about user-generated content, and some brands allow their fans to take over for a short period, such as an hour. However, if you're a bigger brand, you'll need to be cautious and make sure you have an agreement in place, just in case anything goes wrong. Offering genuine solutions is another huge part of turning engagement into sales. When your product is truly a solution to someone's problem, they're more likely to claim your offer, thinking, how does this help me in my day-to-day life? At that point, it's not just a purchase. It's something that's improving their life. However, when we talk about genuine, it's crucial to remember not to promise things you can't deliver. Unfortunately, the marketing industry sometimes gets a bad reputation for promising more than it can deliver, and that can erode trust. If your brand does that, you risk losing customers for the long term. So, hold your company accountable for the messaging you're putting out there and make sure that you can truly fulfill your promises. Listening and responding to your audience is also key. It's about understanding what your customers are saying and engaging in the conversation to help guide them toward conversion. Maybe they're in the research phase and want to learn more about your product or service, or they're interested but need to talk to a salesperson before making a decision. If they feel taken care of, they're likely to return to your company. There's a quote I heard recently, though I forget who said it, that customers don't just remember great experiences, they especially remember how you helped them through a difficult situation and how they felt afterward. Connecting that to customer service, good customer service has a ripple effect or even a snowball effect. When a customer has a positive or great experience, they're more likely to stay loyal, and that's where lifetime value comes in. A loyal customer with a high lifetime value is someone who will stay with you through changes, whether it's months or years after they became a customer, or even when your company changes its pricing model. This kind of loyalty often comes from good customer service. And when you provide excellent customer service, it can create great stories to share, boost employee morale, or inspire a thrilled customer to leave a positive review. This then trickles into word-of-mouth marketing. When someone has such a great experience that they refer your business to others, that's free advertising. Word-of-mouth marketing is something every brand wants, especially in today's world, where modern brands want consumers to talk about them on social media. The goal is to deliver such exceptional customer service that people are talking about your brand not only in real life but also online. This is where offering incentives can help. For example, you might provide exceptional customer service by listening and responding to a customer's experience, avoiding a hard sell, and then offering an incentive that aligns with what works well for your competition. When that incentive also has a meaningful story behind it, everything connects, whether you tie these strategies together or apply them individually. These are all different ways you can turn engagement into sales. I've gone through the process, including its weaknesses and failures, and I think it's better to focus on giveaways rather than contests. Contests are more complicated, with legalities involved in each state, whereas giveaways are a simpler and more effective idea.